name is Linda John-Pierre, and I live in Twickenham. I'm in my 50s. Woohoo! I'm an entertainer, a radio presenter, actor, singer, and I have been so for the last, say, 20 odd years. My main occupation, I would say, is being an entertainer, like an actor, singer. However, I've just started with a radio station called Wandsworth Radio as a radio presenter, so I'm absolutely loving life. They're representing my own shows on a Monday, 10 till 1, just giving that a little plug. And yeah, so that's what I kind of do. Radio life is absolutely incredible. I was very scared at first. I was thinking, oh my God, I don't know the radio programs, like the technology, but I picked it up really quickly. The playlist's already done for me, so all I have to do is just rock up and just play the music and talk about stuff in general, bring in artists. Yeah. And bring in artists and talk about their music, play their tracks. If I don't have an artist, then I just play the tracks and just talk about entertainment, news, what's going on locally in the local areas, surrounding areas and stuff like that. So it's all good. I think the message that I'd like to give to people, which is most easier via the radio mediums, because I'm on that platform, I can basically speak about anything I want. However, my show is called Uplifted with Linda. Like you know, innit? Yeah. That's actually serious. It's right Uplifted with Linda. So I like to, every time I do my show, I like to put out the positivity out there. I know there's lots of stuff going on at the moment. There's lots of gun crime, knife crime. We hear it on a daily. Do you know what I mean? The Brexit issue, you know, like what's happening with that. All of that is literally weighing us down as a nation. So when I do my show on a Monday morning till 1 o'clock, it's all about positivity. I find news that's actually positive from the surrounding areas so that I can say, right guys, this is what's happening in the local area. This is what's happening. You know, this is where I've been. This is where I'm going next week, blah, blah, blah. Just keeping it uplifted and playing some banging tunes. Yeah, I have worked in the West End. I've worked in the West End like with a couple of shows. West End life is amazing. It is literally like a magical bubble. But when you're actually in that bubble, it's like a different life because you're working at night and everyone else is like the opposite. Whereas they do like your friends and family do a 9 to 5 job and they're home in the evening, whereas you're the opposite.
Don't leave me in all this pain. Don't leave me out in the rain. Come back and bring back the smile. Come and take these tears away. I need yours to hold me now. Not so life is so cruel without you here beside me. Unbreak my heart. Say you love me again. Undo this hurt you caused when you walked out the door and walked out of my life. Uncry these tears. I cried so many nights. Unbreak my heart. Don't leave me in all this pain. Don't leave me out in the rain. Bring back the nights when I held you beside me. One break my heart. Say you love me again. Undo this hurt that you caused when you walked out the door and walked out of my life. Unbreak my heart. Say that you love me. Tell me you love me. Unbreak my heart.
Obstacles I face in my career. Obviously, I'm a lot older now. So it's actually applying for jobs. Now I'm applying for jobs that are like either mum, auntie, granny, that kind of thing, even though I don't look like a granny. But so, so even though I do say so myself, but no, but it's true. Like it gets quite challenging in terms of like applying for stuff. People are they don't necessarily say it, it's the actions. Actions speak louder than words. So when I apply for stuff, you know, I just don't get like a callback or whatever, unless if I say, unless if I tell them my age on a specific application, then they're like, wow, she's actually that age, or she doesn't look that age, yeah, let's still get her in, sort of thing. But it's that, to me, it's that ageism is kind of like stepping in now, you know, which can be a bit challenging. How easy or difficult? It's literally, it's anyone's game. However, it can be a challenge, not so much difficult, but it can be a challenge the older you get in terms of what you apply for and stuff. So, yeah, there's been many times where I've actually applied for stuff, I've actually attended the casting, and I look too young to look like a 50-year-old for a certain type of role. So sometimes, depending on the applications, I actually tell people that what my actual age is, then they might still call me in. But most of the time when I've actually applied for stuff and I've just rocked up, I do not look like the rest of the women that are sat in the room. So that can be quite, you know, everyone's like, how old are you? Are you really 50 years old? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, oh, right, okay, cool. And obviously the casting directors can't send you away because obviously you've rocked up, you've turned up to actually go through the casting process. So it's sometimes it can be a challenge. Obviously when I was younger, I would just kind of like rock up and go, yeah, let's go. And I'd kind of get the jobs mainly on my banter, not because of I can actually do the job. But now that I'm actually getting older, it literally is about the skill set and the talent and whether you can actually do the job. And then obviously the banter comes in after. If they can see that you've got a personality, depending on what you go for, more so like with commercials, they love the naturalism of people just being themselves, just being really, really natural. But generally, yeah, it's more competition out there. Oh my God. How long have we got, guys? Come on! Okay, memorable experience. I've had a #1 hit single, number 10, top 10 hit single. I've been in the West End. I've played Mama Morton in Chicago, the musical, on a cruise. I've been in the West End. Yeah, there's so many things that I've actually done. I've met amazing people along the way, and most of which are still my friends today now. So I've been very blessed.
Holding me close. What was I?
Gosh, the hustle of living in London. London has changed a lot. I actually grew up in East London, born and raised in East London, so it's all a bit like that, you know what I mean? Whoa, come on, sort of thing. But I only get dark like that when people upset me. But so basically, London has changed. Like I said, I grew up in the East End of London, so it's become even more multicultural. Lots of changes. Obviously, the Olympics was in the East End, like in Stratford. That's where I kind of grew up. Unfortunately, I wasn't around when the Olympics happened. I was actually on a cruise ship working, so I missed all of it.
But yeah, fine.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was actually life-changing working on a cruise ship, but that's another story. The industry has changed in the sense that there's more competition out there.
Yeah.
Basically, you really must know your stuff so that when you go into a casting room, you know you're off book, you know, in terms of like, you know your lines, you know everything about the character or whatever you're going for. You go in there and you prove to the casting teams that you know your stuff and you're good to go. Whereas, like I was saying earlier on, before I used to go into a casting and use my banter and just be my natural giddy, like happy self, and then they'd say, oh yeah, you know, Linda's got a great personality, so let's give it to her and then she'll be all right. They'll let me sing a couple songs, they go, yeah, she's got a voice, let's give it to her. Whereas now, it's all about the competition. It's all about the competition. There's a lot more competition out there, and the competition grows each year. So there's been a huge difference in terms of there's more and more actors and actresses and actors and singers out there who want the same job as you do.
People upcoming that are maybe unsure about joining the industry, any sort of creative industry, what would you advise to somebody that's new to it, starting up?
Anybody who's actually wanting to go into the creative industry, I would actually say, please do not give up. Do not give up, no matter how hard, no matter how challenging it may be. If you believe in yourself and you believe in your dream, it can happen. Anything is possible. I never thought in a million years that I would actually be a radio presenter with a radio station at 51 years old. I never ever thought that. I never thought I'd have a #1 hit single. I never thought I'd be in the West End. However, I've always believed in myself, and once you have that firm belief in yourself, then anything is possible. Trust me. So no matter how many challenges, and it's also surround yourself with positive people who are going to lift you up, because you don't want to be surrounded by those negative people that say, nah, bruv, you can't do that, you know, or no, that's not going to work. Why are you doing that? It's because it's their fear. You do what you need to do. And trust me, I'm not being funny, but I've actually dropped people who have been negative around me. I don't need to hear that. So I just surround myself with people who are positive, uplift me, and they're like, come on, Linda, come on, let's go, my friend, let's go. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I keep doing all these different things. My goals, babe, it's happening. I'm living the dream. But my goals literally are to become happy, mainly happy and successful in what I'm doing. So I'm at a radio station. I'd like to go into maybe a bigger radio station like the BBC, any type of like, you know, radio presenting on those platforms, Capital Radio, Radio 1 Extra, that kind of thing. You know, it's about reaching higher goals. So we will have to start off at the bottom, but then keep working our way up. Do you know what I mean? In terms of basically trying to keep working, it has to be try and be consistent with it. And as an actor or performer, you want to try and get as many jobs as you can. So that basically means that you have to create your own magic. Don't sit around waiting for things to come to you. You have to go out there and create your own magic, you know, and that's the only way I believe that you can remain consistent in the industry. One of them I can't really tell you about, but I've given you a little bit of an insight to, which is going to go big. There's two projects. One is Porgy and Bess, which I'm going to be doing at the end of April, and there's another one I can't say, which is going to see me right the way through till February next year, and that's huge. So again, I'm being very blessed to actually continue working for a whole year as an actor, and that doesn't actually happen often for a lot of people in the entertainment industry. So, and also doing the radio presenting, I hope that that can continue somewhere along the line in terms of what I'll be doing. I've worked with a few celebrities, and the ones that I have actually worked with, They've all been lovely. You know, I've learned a lot from them. However, I would say maybe Will Smith. Will Smith, I love him. Martin Lawrence, you know, that kind of thing. But there's so many like celebrities out there who I rank, like Robert De Niro. Gosh, I haven't even mentioned any women, but there's so many that I think, yeah, I'd love to work with those people, and I can learn so much. It's not about just working with them, it's about what you can learn from them, watching them do their craft, and you think, wow, how did they do that? Yeah, so then they're going to be like, oh my God, how did Linda do that? Amazing. Girl, you just did not ask me that question.
Do you want to answer that one?
I've been working in the industry for over 25 years. And it's really weird because obviously back then I would be in and out of work, and I would think that in my 20s and 30s I wasn't that confident, whereas now I've actually become more confident in my own skin, and I'm literally booking the jobs all the time because it's like I just don't give two about, you know, like being too nervous or anything like that. I just literally go for it, and if they believe that I'm right for the job, then I'm going to get it.
What advice would you give to anyone to be more confident?
Confidence actually grows within the person, and I've actually learnt that over the years. So it's all well and good me saying to you or anyone out there, be more confident, be more confident, be more confident. But you have to feel it. You have to feel the confidence. You can't just be told to be more confident. So over the years, like I said, I've grown to be more confident in myself, in my own skin, and I just literally say, go into a casting and I'm like, do you know what? If they like me, they like me. If they don't, they don't. Hey, it's all good.